On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples:
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Mutation.
The way in which genes of a person, plant, animal, or other organism change and produce permanent differences.
Examples:
Mutation of DNA. Hereditary mutation. Radiation often promotes genetic mutations in plants and animals.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Variant.
Something that is slightly different from others of the same type.
Examples:
Variant types of pigeon. A variant of the same word. The first variant of the virus appeared in less than a month.
Resistant.
Not affected by something, especially changes or new ideas, of or relating to immunity, to disease or infection.
Examples:
Penicillin-resistant bacteria. Resistant to persuasion. Insects in urban areas are becoming resistant to insecticides.
Outmaneuver.
To cleverly gain an advantage over someone, especially an opponent.
Examples:
Outmaneuver the bank. Outmaneuver each other with strategies. My new supervisor knows how to outmaneuver the boss.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Lung.
Either of the two organs in the chest that people and some animals use for breathing.
Examples:
Lung capacity. do lung transplantation. He has terminal lung cancer.
Rampant.
Especially of something bad or unwelcome, flourishing or spreading everywhere in a way that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Rampant growth of weeds. Rampant corruption. In an overly protective industry, violations of the ethics rules tend to be rampant.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples:
Fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Asphyxiate.
To make someone unable to breathe, usually resulting in unconscious or death.
Examples:
Asphyxiate him to death. Asphyxiate rival companies. 3 people were asphyxiated in the crowd crush of the demo.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine. Functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Immunosuppressant.
A drug that lowers or stops the body's normal immune response.
Examples:
Immunosuppressant therapy. Receive an immunosuppressant. We use immunosuppressants as an almost last resort for patients with this disease.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Subtype.
A type that is a subdivision of a more general type, a subdivision of a type of microorganism.
Examples:
Tumor subtype, avian influenza subtype. Scientists have classified the currently prevalent viruses into subtypes to develop a highly effective vaccine.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples:
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Frontline.
In the most critical or dangerous position, in the military line or part of an army closest to the enemy.
Examples:
Frontline health workers. At the front line of the war. Within days, the new aircraft was in frontline service.
Mucus.
A slimy liquid produced inside the nose and other body parts for lubrication, protection, etc.
Examples:
Airway mucus. Nasal mucus. When the body temperature drops, mucus secretion fails.
Drip.
To fall in drops or make it fall in drops. Noun, liquid or moisture that falls in drops.
Examples:
Drip liquid. Drip from the vicious wound. Water is dripping from the faucet.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Flush.
To become red on your face, especially because you are embarrassed, angry, or hot. To rinse, clean, or empty something, especially a toilet, by causing large quantities of water to flow.
Examples:
The blood flush into my face. Flush the toilet. The girl flushed when a young man whistled as she walked by.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Inflame.
To cause very strong feelings such as anger or excitement in a person or a group of people.
Examples:
Inflame skin. Inflame his passion. Her eyes inflamed with crying.
Widen.
To become or make something broader, wider, more extensive.
Examples:
Widen in excitement. Widen a narrowed heart valve. He widened his investigation into a medical clinic.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
Recruit a good worker. Recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Rhinovirus.
The most common viral infectious agent in humans, and is the predominant cause of the common cold.
Examples:
Rhinovirus cold. A rhinovirus in a host. About half of all asthma attacks are thought to be caused by rhinovirus infection.
Eliminate.
To remove or get rid of someone or something.
Examples:
Eliminate contestants. Eliminate sexual barriers. We can eliminate this possibility from those consumptions.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Antiviral.
Inhibiting or stopping the growth and reproduction of viruses. Noun, any drug that destroys viruses.
Examples:
Antiviral effect. An antiviral agent. The doctor immediately prescribed antiviral drugs.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Inactivate.
To make something idle or inoperative, to release from military service or remove from the active list of military service.
Examples:
Inactivate growth factor. Inactivate the vaccine. The system for purifying the air uses UV light to inactivate microorganisms.
Placebo.
Harmless substance, especially given as a pacifier or to the control group in experiments on the efficacy of a drug.
Examples:
Placebo therapy. Patient in the placebo group. A double-blind procedure is used to guard against experimenter bias and placebo effects.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Outbreak.
A sudden start of something, usually a disease or something dangerous or unpleasant.
Examples:
Infectious disease outbreaks. The outbreak of hostilities. The government predicts an epidemic outbreak of multiple viruses, including coronaviruses and influenza.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
mRNA.
An abbreviation for messenger RNA, a single-stranded molecule of RNA that corresponds to the genetic sequence of a gene, and is read by a ribosome in the process of synthesizing a protein.
Examples:
mRNA translation. Nuclear mRNA. The mRNA vaccine can expedite many approval processes because it does not contain a virus.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Hijack.
To seize control of an airplane or other vehicle during an operation, especially with violence.
Examples:
Hijack a helicopter. Hijack a phone number. He made a desperate effort to hijack an airliner.
Cellular.
Of or connected with the cells of animals or plants, of or connected with a mobile telephone system that uses several short-range radio stations instead of wires.
Examples:
Cellular and molecular biology. A cellular phone handset. This factory employs a cellular manufacturing system.
Machinery.
A group of large machines or the components of a machine that make it work, social institution functions or structure for doing something.
Examples:
Heavy machinery. Inactive machinery. The machinery of audit formally issued a business improvement order.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
Toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Slippery.
Difficult to hold firmly or stand on because it is wet or smooth, not to be trusted.
Examples:
A slippery customer. Slippery ice. How extraordinarily slippery a liar the camera is.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples:
Eradicate the deficit. Eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.
Smallpox.
A highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever, weakness, spots on the skin, and often death.
Examples:
Smallpox epidemic. Smallpox vaccine. An outbreak of smallpox occurred in the 1920s.
Untreated.
Not given medical care or treatment, not subjected to chemical or physical treatment.
Examples:
An untreated disease. Dispose of untreated formalin solution. Heat stroke is the result of untreated heat exhaustion.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Cocktail.
A drink, usually an alcoholic one, made by mixing one or more spirits, equals strong alcoholic drinks, and fruit juice, an appetizer served as a first course at a meal.
Examples:
A light cocktail. Cocktail of chemicals. We invited some friends for a cocktail party.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine. and the coins pop out.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Breakthrough.
A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem.
Examples:
Breakthrough in the negotiations. Breakthrough discovery. A technique called deep learning has led to breakthroughs in AI.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Coronavirus.
A group of viruses that cause respiratory, gastrointestinal, and neurological diseases in humans and other animals.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Influenza.
Formal for flu, a highly contagious viral disease that causes fever, severe aching, and catarrh and often occurs in epidemics.
Examples:
An epidemic outbreak of influenza. Influenza B strain. The research institute allocated a lot of money to study the cause and prevention of influenza.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
sequencing of the human genome, genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Prophylactic.
Capable of preventing disease or intended to prevent disease.
Examples:
a prophylactic drug, prophylactic protocol. The doctor carried out vaccination and other prophylactic measures.